Hello viewers, we'll be going over JNUG and JDST. In this video, we'll be using the day-by-day probability model as our support and resistance gauges, and these models are based on past trends, similar to the current trend, but not identical, so do keep that in mind. So let's start off with the technical analysis for JNUG. On Friday, it closed below 71 basis points on the 1-hour chart, where in the negative MACD, we see a slight convergence in play. If we expand that further onto the 4-hour chart, we may see temporary support on the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. However, we do not see any signs of the 4-hour MACD converging, so we may average down lower, and we did make a lower close compared to the previous days for JNUG. And as for the daily chart, we may also see the 50-day moving average acting as our temporary support here as well. And if we check out the day-by-day probability model as our support and resistance gauges, so as we progress to the 7th day, we have a 43% chance for JNUG to climb between 0 to 18%, and an extreme case of 14% chance JNUG climb between 18% to 35%. And to the downside, we have a 14% chance for JNUG to fall between 0 to negative 18%. And further extreme case to the downside, we have a 29% chance for JNUG to fall between negative 18% to negative 35%. So let's say if JNUG were to climb higher between up to 17%, that price level is roughly around the range of, let's say, 17% up is around the level of $101.12. And around that range, we see previous resistance level that dated back as far as May 20th and as well as June 1st. So that will be our first immediate resistance if we do manage to average up higher. And as for support, if we do fall lower, we'll just use down 17% as our support level. So if we head back to the technical analysis, 17% is roughly around a price range of $71.34. And around that range, we saw previous support levels that dated back to May 1st around that range as well. So now let's examine JDST, which is the inverse of JNUG. For JDST, it closed around 45% basis points on Friday, and we are now on a positive MACD since it's the inverse of JNUG. On the 4-hour chart, we are seeing convergence on the 9-moving average onto the 50, 20, and as well as 100 moving average, and onto the daily chart. So now let's examine the day-by-day probability model for our support and resistance gauges. So on the 7th day, we have a 67% chance for JDST to climb higher between 0 to 7.5%. And the extreme case to the upside, we have a 70% chance for JDST to climb between 7.5% to 15%. And to the downside, we have a 17% chance for JDST to fall between 0 to negative 7.5%. So we'll just mark, say, 7.5% to the upside as our resistance. So if JDST were to climb higher, 7.5% is roughly around a price range of, say, $20.97. And we see one instance of that level being a resistance that dated back to May 27th. And now let's examine to the downside, say support level being around 7.5% to the downside, and that 7.5% to the downside is roughly around a price range of, say, $20.17. So it looks like we're touching around that range of this week back in June 10th at around $17.07. So in this video, we examine JNUG and JDST, and the models and probability models are now available in the link below, so do check it out. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.